Hi, my name is Casey Donnelly, and I'm the Communications and Safe Sport Coordinator for Bowls Canada. I invite you to join me as I get to know Canada's national squad members through a virtual chat. In this next interview with a national squad member, I get the chance to chat with Jordan Kos, a member of the senior squad.
My name is Jordan Kos, and I am on the senior squad of Team Canada.
So how did you first get into bowls?
The youth coordinator of the Regina Lawn Bowling Club put an ad in our school newspaper, and my mom, who was the newsletter editor at the time, she phoned the number on the ad to inform them that they mistakenly advertised in a school newsletter instead of a senior citizens one. And the number on the person whose number was on the ad said that they actually were looking for new youth members to join the Regina Lawn Bowling Club. And they asked if my mom would bring myself and my two cousins down to try it. So she did, and I've been hooked ever since.
Did it take you some time to kind of get good, or were you like a natural from the get-go?
I would say I naturally had a pretty good delivery, which is a pretty big aspect of bowls and being good at bowls. I first started alley bowling before I started lawn bowling, so both sports really have a lot to do with delivery and perfecting your delivery and perfecting your follow through and your finish. So I would say, as far as delivery goes, it's always been pretty good for me. However, line and weight, it usually comes with time. So it's just a lot of practicing and a lot of muscle memory and a lot of games, and that you kind of just have to develop over time.
Okay, gotcha. And why do you love the sport?
I love the sport because I guess the places you can travel. I've been able to go to some pretty cool places. I've been to China, I've been to Wales, I've been to Australia, I've been to the US, different bowls clubs in the US. I've been to many different provinces in Canada to lawn bowl, and it's always interesting to see how different clubs work and what different innovations they're doing. And I always like to see that and then try and come back to the club and improve my club. And I would also say the people you get to meet. I've met a lot of really interesting people, and I've made a lot of friends through the sport that I wouldn't have been able to do had I not been lawn bowling all this time. And I'd probably say that you get to choose between being competitive or a social bowler. So there's a lot of range in how you want to pursue the sport.
Cool. And is there anywhere you've already been that was your favorite?
I would say I liked just about every place I've been to because they're all so different. But probably Australia, because their culture of bowls is so unique and it's so almost addictive in a way, because they do that for a living and they're so passionate about it, and all the clubs there are so nice. So I'd probably say Australia.
Cool. Good to know. And do you have a favorite bowls memory?
I have a lot of really good bowls memories. I'd probably say competing at my first major nationals. I competed with Jean, Clem, and Carolyn from my home province. And it was so much fun getting to bowl with them and seeing how they view the sport and what they love so much about bowls. I probably say competing at Asia Pacifics for the first time. I ended up coming home with the bronze medal with my teammates Leanne and Jackie in the triples, so that was a pretty exciting moment. Last summer I got to bowl with my aunt at a major nationals, and that was a real big goal of mine, was to compete with my family. So I'm kind of hoping, now that I competed with my aunt, I'm just hoping now that I can compete with my mom at a major tournament, and because that's always been a goal of mine. Yeah, I'd probably say those are the main ones.
Cool. And are you still in school?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm attending the U of R. I'm in a concurrent program, so I'm in the Faculty of Education and the Faculty of Arts. So it's a 5-year program and it's 2 degrees.
Okay, cool. And are you working at the same time or no?
Yes, I'm working part-time for a financial advisor. I work for Ricklinger Financial. I just started in the summer, and I'm going to be continuing on in the fall.
Okay, cool. And is there anything you're kind of hoping to do after school?
I would like to travel the world. So I'd like to do a lot of traveling, and I'm hoping that's why I love lawn bowling so much, is because you get to travel. Probably I'd like to pursue more education, I think. Once I'm done with my 2 degrees, I'd like to see what more I can pursue within those 2 fields of study.
What are your goals for your bowls development?
I would like to perfect my ability to play back end. Back end comes with a lot of shot calling and ability to make good conversion shots, and ability to see if you miss your conversion shot or you miss whatever shot you're going to play, knowing where your bowl is going to be able to land and knowing if that's still a suitable bowl to play or shot to play. So I'd like to really perfect that, I think.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. How has being involved with high-level bowls impacted any other parts of your life or developed you in other ways?
I think it's impacted a lot of areas of my life. I know for sure that every time I make a life choice or I make a decision, I always think about how is this going to affect bowls. So I try not to make decisions that are going to be bad for my bowls career. I would also say I do a lot of volunteering at my club. So I guess giving back to the sport really impacts my free time or my personal life. Because I've been to so many places and I met so many different people in the sport, it really makes me appreciate and value my education. So I think bowls is a big part of the reason why I'm in school still. So yeah, I would say it's impacted a lot of areas of my life.
Okay, fair enough. If you could tell younger you a piece of bowls advice, what would it be?
I would probably say to start sooner. I started when I was 7, but I wish I started earlier than that, because I just love bowls so much that I wish I've just been doing it longer than I have been.
Okay, yeah. Would you change anything if you could start your bowls career over again besides that aspect?
You know what? Yes, I would. I wish that I had reached out to more competitive bowlers and asked more questions about their bowls career, because I find I learn every time I talk to someone who's a very big and important bowls, where bowls has been played a very big important role in their life. They always have some very interesting things for me to learn about how they lead their life, what got them to be such good bowls players. So I would probably say reaching out to those people and those individuals, and I'm really asking about what's important to them about bowls, because I'm sure I would learn a lot.
That's a good one. Is there anything you would want to kind of say to the bowls community, or any advice you could give the people out there?
The 2 things I would say is reach out to people. You'd be surprised at how many different avenues there are in bowls when you reach out to different people and different individuals. And so I would definitely say, if you're looking to pursue being more competitive or getting better at bowls, ask different members of your club who are successful and have been successful in the past for advice, because you'd be surprised at how much that'll improve your game. And I would also say practice. Practice makes perfect. Or I guess practices make perfect, but practice creates habits. So I would say if you want to improve, or if you just want to get better, just practice.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much. That's all my questions.
Yes, thank you very much. I really enjoyed that.